Hello, my name is Marek Mularczyk and welcome to another episode of Photoshop Lightroom TV, your video podcast about anything Photoshop, Lightroom and photography as well. Now what we're going to do this week is we're going to have a look on interesting example of replacing the sky and make an interesting sky in here. So I've got this image open here. I've already made a selection of the sky. That's what we want to do first. We want to select the sky. So once you've got the sky selected, I'm going to feather the selection a little bit. So go to select, modify, feather. We'll feather just a little bit to soften the edges. Say maybe just 2 pixels. I'll click OK, just a little bit. Then we're going to inverse the selection. So go to select, inverse. So we'll have everything but the sky selected. OK, and we'll put the rest on a separate layer. So we'll just use layer, new, layer via copy, or Control J on Windows or Command J on the Mac. So we'll have just the car on its own on a separate layer. So now if you turn off the bottom layer, you're going to see just the car with no sky behind it. Okay, so I'm going to keep it here. Actually, yeah, we can leave it, that's okay. We'll select the bottom layer, and we're going to bring another image here of the sky, like this one in here. So what we can do, just for a difference, if I'm just going to use the move tool, we're going to drag and drop it between the documents, and we'll use the tab view in here. So we'll click on the image, we'll hold the mouse button down, we'll drag it to the tab with the other document, we'll hold there for a second or so, and then we'll move it down to bring it in here. Okay, we'll move it. So we've got a new sky in here. Okay. If you want to make it, so zoom out a bit. All we want is just a sky in here, so I'm going to make it bigger, but before I do that, I'm going to convert this layer to a smart object. So right click on the layer and just convert to smart object. Okay, now we'll make it bigger. So edit transform, or edit free transform is fine, Control T or Command T. Okay, and we'll just make it bigger. Now I'm going to resize the image from the center, so I'll be using one of the corner handles, Shift key to keep proportions, and Alt key to resize from the center. Okay, just to make it bigger, much bigger, and I'll move it down because we want just this guy. I'm going to zoom out a bit to see more, and I'll make it even bigger like that. Okay, so it's just the sky, it's fine. I'll accept the image. Okay, so now it's bigger with the new sky, but now we're going to apply a filter to it. So go to filter, just to make the sky a bit more interesting. Let me just zoom in a bit first. You just use view fit on screen, or use Control 0 or Command 0. Okay. Now with the layer selected, we'll go to filter menu, and then we'll go to blur, and we'll use, I will go to motion blur. Okay. We've got the motion blur dialog box. Okay. Get this preview in here. Okay. Actually, let's cancel that and let's use radial blur. So go to filter, blur, and radial blur for a change. Okay, which will give it a bit of a spin in here. So spin for blur method is fine. Quality good is okay. We'll add a bit more for the amount, maybe a bit of trial and error. So I'm going to try about 30 in here, and we'll move it up a little bit, so it's not in the center, about a 1/3 of the image, and I will click OK, just to give it a bit of spin to our sky. We'll just take a moment to get a bit more spin. If it's not enough, you can see it in here. What we can do is we can edit the filter because we applied it to a smart object, so we can double click on radial blur. Okay, I'm going to move it up a little bit, maybe a bit more amount, say about 40 or even 50, and we'll click OK. Just spin it a little bit more. Okay, so there's a bit more spin here, and we'll darken the sky as well. So we're just going to use brightness and contrast adjustment layer. We'll clip it straight away because otherwise it's going to change everything. Okay, so we're going to clip it, so it's only affecting the layer directly below. Okay, actually in this case we don't have to clip it because we have the image layer which is covering the entire screen, and the car is in front of it anyway, so we don't have to clip it. And we'll just darken the sky, not too much, just a little bit. Okay, and from quite a boring image, this was the original, we've got a new sky like this. Okay, and we could darken it even more, but just a couple of things in here, just an interesting technique. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon on the next episode of Photoshop Lightroom TV, in which I'm going to cover maybe something new in Lightroom or in Photoshop. So I hope to enjoy it, and see you soon. Bye bye for now.